Hey folks, Keric here, and welcome back to some more Legacy of Kain Blood Omen. In the last episode, we managed to get Control Mind and Blood Gout, and in this episode I'm pleased to say we'll be getting a new weapon at some point, and making our way into Vorador's mansion. There's a cave up here, I just want to check. Vaguely hidden. I'm wondering if there's anything nice inside. Spirit Forge. Okay, fair enough. No, we don't want those.
Shed your blood for me, and these artifacts will be yours.
As I said last episode, if you get a Spirit Forge like this where there's a nice clear path directly into the Spirit Forge from the outside world, what you can do is mind control a human and walk them through, and the Spirit Forge will actually kill them and give you a lot more items than you would get from your own blood. So definitely an item which has quite a few uses. And if you make your way into the back of this ruined yes, we get a new weapon. And it's a bloody beauty. Just have a quick save before we push on. This time round it's going to be the fire sword. Obviously. You know what it does just from the name. The whole of the dungeon is kind of based around fire. It's actually quite a nice dungeon as well once you get into it. This is the main area for the dungeon. It's like a weird, massive altar thing, which I quite like the look of. It's kind of like they summoned the fire sword up from the depths of hell and a guard in it or something, I don't know. Still enjoyable. Stop it, you! I don't know why that's so damaging. You should made me flick the switch back on, you cow. Right. Just make our way around killing stuff and getting rid of these glowy areas, make sure they're all off. I don't know how her leaning forward and poking me can do quite so much damage, but hey, I'm a vampire. So refills are only a heartbeat away. Alright, take her down. Come here. Shit. Out of bloody mana too. Oh well, that's not too bad. Thankfully we can drain quite a few of the people in here, so health not really an issue. And once those are all flicked we can make our way down onto the second tier where there are some more switches. You'll have to bear with me here, I'm not 100% sure if these need to be done in a certain order or something. Certainly that central area hasn't clicked down. So I think they might be. I'm just going to check these two sides. Oh well, power up worth the venture. We'll just check the other side for a power up and then we'll come back and deal with the switches. They must need to be pressed in a certain order or in a certain pattern for that central area to activate. Basically, I'm trying to listen out for that big unlock sound. Nope. Okay, and 3 we already had on, so that definitely doesn't work. We'll turn the third one on and try the middle one. They've left and right on. No, it doesn't. Right. What about you? Nope. First two? Not many more combinations of three. Wow. Emulator issues. Wonderful. Trying to work out at this point where the hell. Fuck. There we go. Need to flick on the two green ones on the level above and leave all three on the bottom off.
The sword ravages flesh with teeth of metal and flame, leaving only scorched remains.
Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? I think we're going to equip that straight away. The only downside, and I mean the only downside because this weapon really has very few. The only downside is that whenever you kill something with it, because it basically burns their body to ashes, you've got no blood. So if you're going to be using it for a long period of time, you probably want to keep an eye on that health bar more than usual. Let's see if we can find someone to kill with it. That's what we're all interested in. Haha! One of my favourites. Come here, you witch! Yeah. Literally, that took 2 hits. It is extremely powerful. Definitely one of those swords you'll be using to quite... well, not quite like pretty much to the end of the game. Oh, how little you trouble me now. So that's us finished for the Fire Sword Shrine, and out we go again. Back out into the wilds, and we can make our way across to Vorador's mansion at this point, I think. Pretty sure there's not anything else major in this area. No, we've been in there, haven't we? I'm doubting myself now. Have we? Sincere get, oh for God's sakes, of course. Control mine dungeon, fine. Back out we go. Right, ignore everything else and make our way to the right. And we can leave this area and move into the next one. And there is the infamous mansion we're trying to make our way to. It's quite a lot of ground to cover between here and there, and very little in it, so feel free to wander through. You'll have to avoid those fireballs as much as you can, which is the only real obstacle in this area. Staying in mist form is pretty much your best bet. The only problem, of course, is it eats friggin' mana, so you're gonna struggle a little bit.
Strange that Vorador would choose a dwelling so perilous to him. The swamp could only offer a vampire hazard and pain.
He probably uses bat form to get in and out. Really don't know what those shooty things are. I don't like them though. Right, what are we gonna do? Really need mist form. So do I use an item? Oh shit. I guess we're not gonna get ham then. Let's try and go a little bit further. I was hoping that that item would go around the edges of the trees and get him, but obviously not. I really should have got more mana before coming here. So close! I think we might just use one of those energy banks. Let me just go through to items and actually select the damn thing. It's not on my quick bar. There we go. Now we'll leave Heart of Darkness.
When conjured, the energy...
I know. Right. So if we use one of these, it'll give us full energy bar. For a little bit, and quickly change over to Mist form and see if we can't cover this last piece of ground before that damn spell runs out. Bearing in mind our mana bar will drop to 0 once that's done. There we go. Can live with that.
Vorador's keep was hidden deep within the turbulent forest, nestled among vines and creepers that clung desperately to its dark, weathered stone.
Sounds delightful. Have you got a brochure? Yeah. No power-ups around the back. They haven't been sneaky. There we go. And there we go, big picture of the man himself.
The luxury with which this Vorador surrounded himself was impressive. His wealth would shame the haughty nobles of my former court.
So we'll just have a quick save before we go further in. This is quite a big dungeon. Really, I don't want to have to redo it. Looking at the time, I'm not entirely sure we're going to be able to make it through to the actual meeting with Vorador. I may need to cut it off slightly beforehand. But I'm fairly sure we should be able to complete the whole dungeon. Maybe just leave the cutscene till next time.
That this vulgar display of fortune remained undisturbed was a testament of fear's dominion over greed.
I don't think there's anything we haven't seen before inside this area. I used that energy bank by mistake. Still, I suppose it allowed us to use mind control. I'll not complain too much.
Their charms were almost visible through the gauze of their clothing, yet beauty such as theirs delivered only death. For these were Vorador's pets, nothing more than beasts, slave to his will and the easy prey he provided. Vampires, all of them, held in thrall by one stronger still.
So yeah, Vorador's got pets. I'm not sure I quite like the idea of thinly veiled clothes. Sounds a bit sexual. That was a nice shot. Let's see if we can get the third one now. Ah, bollocks. Come on. Hit him. Guess we're gonna have to go mist and actually do it manually. Maybe the range on the spell just isn't quite far enough. As you can tell by my energy bar at the moment, that sword definitely is bad if you're taking a beating. It's good for killing stuff, but filling up your health bar really is not part of its
Sanctuary.
uses. I think we'll try and get some blood off people from magic. See if we can combo it up. I'm not sure that Blood Gout really delivers a massive amount of blood for each But it does give you 2 shots per kill. The stun one doesn't. A little bit more health, I guess. I really would have liked some more, but I'm just so short on friggin' mana at the minute.
Hey, Victor!
I really love that sword. Oh, lovely look! He's laid on a buffet. No need to be hungry with that amount of kills around. Okay, let's just drink ourselves drunk. That's a hell of a lot of blood. Practically a full health bar.
Vorador's pantry. A vampire's feast. Like cattle awaiting slaughter, men and women dangled from the rusted hooks upon the dungeon walls. Blood and viscera frosted the dirt and stone. The abundance nearly overwhelmed me. For blood is the life.
Oh, I love you, Kain. I know you're a psychotic bastard, but you've got fucking style. And here in the middle of Vorador's mansion, we come across our next piece of armour as well.
My enemies are quite vicious, and the Chaos armor extracts from them a heavy price for their bloodlust. The blows are meant for me, but it is their bodies that carry the wounds.
So Chaos armour pretty much reflects back a percentage of the damage that's dealt to you onto the attacker.
Chaos armor.
And let's face it, the last one was just about kind of mimicking a skeleton, so we really do want to equip that. It's a hell of a lot more useful. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to mind control this guy. Flick the switch with him and then we can kill him off. Okay, I guess we're not going over there then. Oh great, I love these guys. A purple one! Ooh. He must be more powerful, yeah. Took an extra shot to kill. Two shots? Bugger me. And another health power up, which is always good. Always good to attack these guys from a distance as well. As you can tell, the purple ones have got a habit of summoning the other ones. So you want to take them down first, really. The last thing you need is a room full of summoned enemies. Alright, now what? Shadows on the floor. Yeah. You do not stand a chance against that fucking sword. Not a chance in hell. I guess it's mind control time? Really, we just want to kill our way through here. You can probably use them to attack. Not really too bothered about that. I just want to get through this section. Purely on the basis that if they're ranged, you can make your way through that maze and attack shit. No. Did think maybe you could go through those. I guess misform doesn't work on them. Anyway, on we go. That looks a little bit suspicious. Oh, fuck. Yep, that's the switch. Good stuff. Glad I didn't quite miss that. Right. More mini mazes. More stuff chucking demons. I don't like the way that stuff homes in. Especially when it's got an ult back. Ah, that's better. Try and line this up so I don't drop into the pit or something stupid. The jump is a hell of a lot bigger than you actually think. And into the next section we go. Again, take out these guys before we go in. The last thing we want is a whole load of fireballs on the face. And there we go. I didn't think that spell was actually going to reach that far. I'm glad it did. Saved me a hell of a lot of trouble. One of the randomizer cards. And through we go. Another item, lovely.
Oh, to bathe in the blood of others. This spell is especially useful in the face of multiple combatants. Beware those with tainted blood.
So that's blood shower. It's basically blood gout for multiple opponents. There we go. Tell me, honestly, that you don't like that. Of course you do. Oh, in Christ, in a room like this, what's not to friggin' like about the damn thing?
The room I had entered had but one purpose. The torture and execution of human beings for the sadistic pleasure of its engineer. Blood was splattered on every surface. The dread and agony of victims past still echoed through the lethal walls. A symphony of terror and agony filled the air. Then, from amidst the cacophony of screaming souls came the perverse laughter of the vampire himself. And upon the wall, scribbled in blood, were the words, Manus Celer Die.
Which I think means the swift hand of God. Manus being hand. Die. I think he mispronounced it. D-E-I. Day. I don't know. The word that deus comes from anyway. Which makes me think it's probably day. But anyway, swift hand of God. I'm not sure whether that was the person on the wall writing that or whether it was actually Vorador. Chances are probably Vorador. And this is obviously another vampire. Since he can change form and stuff.
Amongst Vorador's possessions, I found an ancient chronicle. Long ago, vampires grew in such number so as to capture the attention of the Circle. The Order of the Sarafan, or the Angels of Light as they were called, was instated to counter the menace. Thus, the Vampire Purge began.
So maybe it wasn't Vorador left that message then. Certainly sounds like something like the Sarafan would do. The chances are if one of them was in the torture chamber, maybe they were asking for a quick end. Sort out these spells. As we get some useful ones in. We go mind control him and see if we can make our passage a little bit better. Hello, little stranger. Oh, you bastard. You can come up here now and bloody be useful.
The tapestries wove a tale of chaos ignited, an orgy of fire and pain. Undead beings with rotted skins caked with sulfur and ash beckoned at me through a burning abyss. Their tortured stares were a testimonial to the price of weakness. Their fate would not find me. Yet blood calls to blood.
Are they vampires? I'm not kinda sure what that speech was all about, in all honesty. At least we've opened up the door anyway, we can carry on with our mission. Yeah, those are definitely vampires. It's throwing off from blood gout and turning into mist form, so I can pretty much guess that that's what they are. Oh, come on then. And into the next section. And this is probably a good point to cut off the video as well. So for now, I've been Keric the Pally. This has been Blood Omen Legacy of Kain. You have a good evening.